and welcome back to Living Stories Productions. You are now watching part 4 of Barry and George's epic adventure. We hope you enjoy. Barry and George's Rainforest Adventure, part 4 by Gerard O'Driscoll. Maybe it's like the other door. Perhaps there are some loose bricks, but I doubt it. That would be far too easy. But look over there. It's a shovel or something. Who would leave a shovel behind? Said George. I don't know, but it must be there for a reason. The floor is quite sandy. Let's dig a little bit. You never know what we might come across, continued George. There's only one shovel, but seeing as you're holding the torch, I'll do the digging. Then when I get tired, you can hold the torch and you can do some digging. George got the shovel and methodically started to dig from one side of the wall to the other side. He dug a little trench and tried to get far down as possible. They both took the board out and gently placed it across from one side to the other side. Well, it reaches okay. Do you think it's strong enough? Said Barry. I don't know. But why don't we dig a bit deeper and see if there is another board? Said George. Barry does the digging this time and George holds the lamp. He digs and digs. And just as he's about to give up, he comes across another thud. Thud, thud, thud. Bring the torch over here, says Barry. Sure enough, it's another plank, exactly the same size and thickness as the other one. There's your answer, George. One wouldn't have been strong enough, but two together, that will be perfect. Thank goodness we looked further, said Barry. They picked up the board and placed it on top of the other one. That'll be strong enough. Who's going to go first? Well, I don't suppose you want to go first, do you? Asked Barry. I don't suppose you want to go first either, said George. Okay, we're in this together. Let's play rock, paper, scissors. They played 3 rounds and eventually George won, so Barry had to cross first. George kept the torch and said he'd pass it once Barry had crossed safely. Barry got on the edge of the board, being very careful not to look down. After a few strides, he was across. That wasn't so bad after all, said Barry. George's turn. He doesn't look down either. A few strides across and he's there. Right, where's the map? Asked Barry. Haven't you got it? Said George. No, you had, said Barry. Blast! Must have left it on the other side. Terrific! Then they heard a noise. It was the wall on the other side gradually moving away. Quick, Barry! Get across! Get the map and get back before the wall is too far away for the planks to fit. Without thinking, Barry dashed across and picked up the map and dashed back again. And just as he stepped off, the boards fell into the black hole. They both listened for the sound of the board hitting the bottom, but there was only silence. They looked at each other, both scared. I'm glad we didn't fall down there. We'd never have stopped falling. What does the map say? Asked Barry. Let's have a look, said George. Let's keep walking. Up here is another door, and behind that door looks like a bit of a clearing. Must be inside, though. I can't see exactly what it is. Looks like a river. So off they walk, and eventually they reach another doorway. Thankfully, this doorway is already open. Oh, thank goodness for that. We've already had 3 puzzles, and I didn't fancy another one, moaned Barry. Just as they stepped through the doorway, they saw a vast lake. Oh, maybe this is the next puzzle, said George. Yep, agreed Barry. What do we do now? According to this map, we've got to get to the other side. I can't even see the other side. Do you think we should swim? After all, we are crocodiles, said George. I'm not so sure, questioned Barry. Neither am I, said George. It can't be that simple, and that water doesn't look very inviting, does it? Not very nice at all. You know what I think what's wrong with that water, Barry? I think it is just too hot. So hot, in fact, that if we get in, we won't get out again. They both looked at each other, sighed, and sat down for a rest. There must be some kind of clue. Otherwise, how are we going to get across? Said Barry. They both thought and thought, so hard they got tired, and soon they were snoozing away.
Thank you for watching part 4 of Barry and George's epic adventure. If you would like to see what happens next, keep an eye out as we'll be posting part 5 in the upcoming few weeks. If you would like to see more from us, check out our social media. And if you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the button is below. We hope you enjoyed the video.